last guides for this game for Fate Extella Link. We are going to be doing Rex Magnus Karl. Or I'm probably just going to call him like Magnus, because yeah, it's just been a badass habit of mine to call him, you know. I'm probably just going to call him Karl for this, because yeah, it's a pain in the ass, or just Magnus. Or, you know, I'll abbreviate one of the three names he does in fact have, because his name is absurdly long for no apparent damn reason. So, alright. Sorry about that, but no, we're gonna be doing Rex. He's the big motherfucking boss of the game, which I actually got extremely disappointed with. Like, he is by far one of, like, usually the boss is like fucking dope to play as, but in this case, no. Not at all, actually. I think he's quite opposite. I mean, he's not bad. I say very loosely. And honestly, I don't play as a guy, and honestly, he looks stupid, and I don't care for his character. Like, you got the fun type of cocky and ignorant, then you got this type of ignorant, which... yeah, no, he sucks. Like, downright. But, unfortunately, it is, in fact, my job to actually cover this motherfucker, so... here he is. So, just starting off with this motherfucker, he has 1785 for both the defense and attack. Like, that's how strong this guy is like, his base stats pretty much top everyone's besides, like, everyone but Lubu, but besides Lubu's stupidly high amount of power, he beats everybody else as a power and defense at the same time. So it's like, sure, he's special, but like, sure, he has like that amount of power, but I mean, yeah, not the best actually. In my opinion, one of the worst things to do is like have stupidly high amount of stats, which actually, speaking of having high amounts of stats, I seen somebody play as this guy on the PvP, still got his ass handed to him. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if it was like in a guide or something, or just like one of those play around video like streams or something. But like, this guy was literally playing as Rex, and he straight up got his ass handed to him. Like, downright, like, he still lost despite having the extra oomph in his power. And his defense, he still got his ass handed to him. Like, downright, it was like the most embarrassing thing. To play as the final boss of the game, and still get your ass handed to you. Despite having so much power. I will say the, one thing I do like about Rex is the fact that he does, in fact, like, much like the assassin, unlike the assassin, he is the only other ruler in the game. Otherwise, that'd mean like Janae was the only one, but he also is a ruler class servant, so lucky him. Which is still stupid how they... it's stupid how they made him a ruler. But let's leave out the assassin. Like, totally, like, the best idea. They could have done so much better with the character roster. I swear they could have. But, then again, look at what we got. But, I mean, he's not the worst, so... yeah. And as of that comment, I'm trying to set up my damn thing. Yeah, no. No, fuck off. I don't know. Stupid ass computer. Go on. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't doubt that everyone thought this bitch was a saber, actually. This motherfucker, it's hard to tell. This guy, like, that's how much we care, because, like, his beginning thing, like, in the opening cutscene, It literally just shows his hand like on a sword pulling it out or some shit like. What you trying to say that game? Are you trying to give me like mixed signals or something? I don't know, but shit. Ultimately though, because of this guy's being pretty, like I'm pretty sure this guy thinks he's like pretty much like the savior. Like I think he's so damn full of himself. He thinks he's like some sort of like god or some shit. I don't even know. But either which way, like this guy's ridiculous upon like being ridiculous. Like if I didn't hate Rias that damn much, I think he would be on the bottom of my list, guaranteed, like the most hated. Like that's how bad he is. I mean, besides like personal opinion aside, let me clear this off. That's how bad he is I'm not even touching him on my main account. Like I'm like, no, fuck you, fuck him. I literally just tapped him and start using this shit off on like my sub account because no, I'm not having this on my reputation. That's how much I don't like him. But as like, besides like personal character aside, like his abilities and shit wasn't too bad, and you know, he actually surprised me. He's not too bad of a playable character. I'll give him. I will give him. There's not a bad playable character. I just hate his character. I do. But unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, this is his one and only appearance within the Fate franchise, and pretty much any manga or anything. I think this is his one and only appearance, because I don't even think he appeared in Umbriel Star. I'm pretty sure that was I don't even think he even had his own place in that. I think this is his only place. But because of his weird ass combination of skills, because he has like burst, close, area, like most of his attacks are just kind of like, there's nothing to define. The only thing you know about him is his close range. No, he did not. Thank you. So he did not appear in Umbriel Star. Like this is his one and only appearance. Maybe like a reference or so in like the manga, or like maybe by other servants, but yeah, this is like his debut, like of him officially showing. Maybe there's like a few references, but nothing too ooh la la spectacular type deal. Just that's the only thing he officially appeared in, and then he gets his ass handed to him, and then that's game. And that's like it until the next installment, which yeah, I'm waiting for more news about it. So, and then yeah, because I want to know more about it. Hopefully it's still a PlayStation 4 game, or like it's on the PlayStation 4 level that it will be, but still. But based off of how I wanted to build this guy, because he's so damn powerful for no apparent reason. Like he's so strong, but he's so bland. Like there's nothing too unique about him. Like nothing at all. Like sure, he may have an immense amount of power, but his power isn't enough. I'm sorry guys, but power is not enough to make somebody a good character. I mean, so when I made him, he was actually really tricky to make, because as you can see, he has a close range, an action, one long range, a burst, an area, close, and yet another burst. And it's like, the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Like, his character, you don't see very much of his actual character. You don't ever see him fight in the main story. Like in the extra battles, it's like the one and only time where you see him, like as the servant you get to play as. So you cannot see anything upon him. Like, yeah, his personality is salvation. Like there's nothing on his name. Like we have nothing to play off of as of what to go and build him with. So I'm like, when starting to put together a good, you know, like while I'm trying to debate on what to do for you guys to help make a good guide on him, I'm like, this guy literally, you can't see him anywhere. Like here, actually I'm gonna do something differently in this guide to prove why I'm saying is so hard to go and see. I'm just gonna start the battle without going through anything. Then I'm just gonna go and quit the battle anyways, and then just kind of like, so you guys can see what I'm saying, like why I'm saying he has nothing under his damn name. Like he has nothing. Where's my main files at? My files, that was, what the fuck is the part of the thing? Here. Okay, so literally, hold on. When I tell you that this, shut the fuck up. Nope. You can't do what you want. I quit. Oh, you got it. Wait. Oh, you can't see him. Nope. Shit. Fuck discussing. Alright, so like literally with the base thing, I'm gonna have to wipe these guys out, like, somehow. Oh shit, so that's what the board looks like without no skills equipped? Cool. Actually, that looks really dope. Look at that. Okay, so I am literally just gonna have to try to find something to beat. See, this guy's Kano's ass handed to him. Like, look at how easy this guy's losing. Like, everything I try to hit will not hit him. Die. Holy shit. You guys really might make me look stupid. See, this is what I mean. He is complete trash. Without his ability skills, he's getting his ass handed to him. I know this is literally just me trying to show him off, or show why I had such a hard time making him, because this is like the only stage in like the official main story. This is his only appearing stage. Besides like in a cutscene, which if you want to know what happens in the main story, go watch it, or go play it. Like, finally we got somewhere. Can you get your badass barrel out of my face? A cutscene, one cutscene. This is what we see. This is how we fight him. This is literally, this is our opponent. This is us having to fight him. It's as a giant robot for the most part. A giant robot. Like, how are you supposed to learn to fight somebody when this is how you learn? Like, this is their only appearance in the game, is as a robot. I know on like a different stage you get like multiple variations of the fight, but hot damn it, this is like your only thing you have to play with. To learn, it was hard to, you know, come up with something. So let me return back to base, because I'm gonna get my ass handed to me in front of everybody if I continue. But with that right there, you have nothing to play off of. The only redeeming thing, like the only two things I could guarantee you, is he's very full of himself, and is all about salvation. Like, that's it. That's the only thing you know about him. So when, oops, fuck off, not the guy, not what I wanted. Like, if I'm not like, that's why when I chose these, like, his install skills are solely based off his active skills. Like, there's nothing too spectacular I could have done off him. So when I said he's bland, he may have high power and defense, but he's so bland. Like, there's nothing too spectacular about him. Being his one and only appearances in a, what, boss battle at the end of the game, that you only get to see him fight in like one form for the most part. Like, of the 3 stages you get to fight him, you get maybe a 2-minute segment with his ass. And that 2-minute segment is not enough to learn to fight. Because you could tear through him as a CPU like it was nothing. So, despite having so much power and stuff, he's not the best. But one thing I did learn is because there's like no difference. Like, honestly, there's no point of saying he's a ruler class servant either. There isn't. What? Because he, what? Maybe a saint? I think, possibly. I don't even know. Like, the only thing I'm pretty sure I do know is like he, I think, is like another variation of Charlemagne. Maybe. I know he had some sort of connection with Charlemagne. Like, I think that's it. And Charlemagne's a saber, so I'm like, you know what? Let's go off of that. Let's go off of what I figured out with freaking Charlemagne to build him off of. Because his ruler class is stupid. I think they just gave it to him just because, why not? Because they wanted to do more than just Janae as the ruler, maybe? They want to go and give, they didn't want to leave a class with like 2 classes with only 1 person. Plus, I guess they're like, well, let's give him a king outfit on top of calling him a ruler? Maybe? I don't even know. That's how bad this is. Like, hot damn. But because I'm like, you know what, let's base him off of a Saber class, or like, try to go and do what I did with Charlemagne and just kind of go and build him with similarities like Charlemagne. I guess that's what I did with him. Like, yeah, thank you very much. Literally, Rex is basically Charlie, who walked a different path in his life. Pretty much, instead of being the king, like, Charlemagne, I think, just wanted to adventure, where Rex pretty much went and took the route of being king, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that's pretty much how it goes. Pretty sure. What's Charlemagne? Man, as of the backstory with these characters, some of these characters like Charlemagne, I don't know nothing about. But I'm more than sure that Charlemagne was supposed to be a king. I'm pretty sure he is a king. I just think he wanted to adventure more than to rule, because fuck ruling the kingdom. Like, that's lame. But because of that, like, I pretty much based him off of Charlemagne. So for the most part, most of his attacks are just pretty much close range, like his his imperfect, I know, yeah, that's literally imperfect with an us on it. I chose to do that because I'm like, you know, let's make an even stronger variation of a Saber class. That's pretty much what I did. I pretty much put him like that because why not? I mean, I was thinking to make him an all-around fighter, like give him like a little bit of each class because he's the big boss. I'm like, you know what, let's actually give him personality, which I do have notes for, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go and demonstrate that. But you know what, actually, comparing the two, I'm actually going to do that because no one wants to play as a second Charlemagne. Nobody does. Like, at all. So I will show you the difference between the two classes like the two builds I've done, because I went and made him like Charlemagne, then another one where I made him like actually have more personality and have something more unique to him, and I made him like every other servant, and pretty much just made him like he's an all-rounder because his defense and everything was tied up, like same defense with same power. I'm like, everything's so well-rounded besides the fact he's like Charlemagne. I'm like, you know, let's make him like well-rounded as a servant and just give him like every ability type deal. So we have a close range. We're gonna give him the Rejoice God is in Heaven skill because that's his one and only ruler class thing, plus that's got a 20 attack power with 15 seconds with 20.15 with a 12-second cooldown, and the Imperfect is a 21.60 with an 11-second cooldown. I forgot to mention that, but yeah. I think I just kind of spaced where I was going with my first skill, so I'm going to cover the Imperfect thing and go with Rejoice and quickly explain that. But pretty much what Imperfect is you're going to equip 2 swords, I'm pretty sure, and then just start attacking with those motherfuckers. Like, you're just going to start swinging, I guess, with them. If I'm remembering correctly. I don't know, it's been quite a few months since I've last played as a man. My notes only go as of like writing down the title, the attack, and the title of the move, and then what I've learned with the move, and I didn't really put a description of what the move did. I just put like the defined details of, you know, stuff that actually mattered. But yeah, that's like the general gist. And then, like, in the Rejoice skill, that's pretty much just an area attack. It's pretty much just gonna surround a certain amount of area around you and just pretty much blow up that area. Which I think is probably one of the most badass things I've seen in this game because, like, why not? And because of this move alone, I actually decided to go with the Demite variation, like the Demite, because that just sounds so fucking cool to say. Instead of the Carlos, I'm not even gonna pronounce that second thing. Like the Carl Pat and Demite, I'm just gonna call it that, which is an area restriction, which has 1 attack, 8-second cooldown, and pretty much this stuns any enemy in a certain radius. Now, what's gonna be funny about this is the best method I have seen is to go and activate the KPD, and then activate the rejoice. So you stun everyone in a certain proximity of your area, and then you just blow them up. Oh, support skills on X. Nice. But yeah, no, I literally just popped that up on him because spamming those two things off at the same time is just kind of annoying as hell. Especially knowing you can't move and you're about to get blown up is always funny. And yeah. And because we got ourselves a close range, an area, or two, and like we got an area attack, and I'm like, you know what? We got something close range. So I just decided to go with the cannons he has, the Return of the Guardian, which is those two giant cannons I earlier made a mention of, like being like, can you get your fat ass, you know, cannon out of my face type comment I made like while trying to demonstrate. With this, you will like, this is pretty much those cannons really. You're gonna summon them and you're just gonna start shooting your cannons at people. And that the fortress, like the place we were at, that I think is one of his noble phantasms, which is kind of bullshit. This guy gets like multiple noble phantasms. I think the giant robot is another noble phantasm of his as well. I think. I could be wrong. Because yeah, this guy's useless. But this is going to do 16.75 with a 9-second cooldown, and it's a long range attack. So you got all aspects covered, and you could also use that area restriction in so many different ways. Although it's still a pain in the ass, I mean, hey, it's better than nothing. And now we got a lovely, craptastic ways of trying to explain how to put install skills into this guy, because yeah, it's hard to put install skills in him. Although yes, he does have unique skills which are absurd, because yeah, like, yeah, he like has like 3 to 4 different noble phantasms. The fortress, of which I was showing and demonstrating to see the robot, the virus, which is literally what this whole game is about, and then there may be something else we don't know yet. But to prove how bullshit this guy is, he has a magic resistance. His true name, Disordered Man, God's Resolution, Charisma. He literally has his own damn privilege. How more like, I'm surprised Gilgamesh don't have one. With how damn self-centered he is. Like, hot damn. And then you got Revolutionary Ceremony, and then Holy King. Hot damn, you don't need all those for no apparent reason. Is this why, like, I'm surprised I don't see how many more of these people play as this guy more. If this guy had more than just one game, I guarantee you everyone would play with him because of how bullshit he is. And how powerful they tried to make him. Sure, he's the final boss, but... And he has all this shit to his name, but he's still so damn plain. Just no. But from the only things I could have gotten off of those, the only thing that I know for fact is the magic resistance, which was the only thing I could think of you could use. And then maybe the little booster to his name, but like the Magnaras, the privilege, but yeah. Hell, everything is of B quality and above besides the true name. Come on. Yeah, like these skills can't even be boosted by install skills. Hell, how about this? Too bad that, you know, those skills even exist, because, like, what the fuck do they do? They're literally there just to be there. They're there to look pretty. This is bullshit. Like, full-blown bullshit. I'm calling it. This guy's meant to just look pretty. And I literally mean he's supposed to look pretty. You'll see why I said that in when I go to the costumes. But because, yeah. For once I'm actually going to, besides the martial blessing because of his massive amount of power, I'm actually going to put like a wisdom of desperation, and a territory creation on him. The reason behind these is not this one. Oof, that's horrible. And not that one either. That's horrible as well. Hot damn. There it is. The reason why we're doing this is because, like, I based it off his fortress, how, like, literally that's, like, the only time we get to see his ass is on his fortress. Like, I'm pretty sure there's, like, stages where you could play in, like, on his fortress, like, the outside of it. I'm pretty sure. And, yeah, there's cannons, and it's, like, a very defensive thing, so I want to go and tack that on to increase friendly. I put wisdom because for a moment I got confused of which one was which, so I just kind of put it on there just in case. Mistakes are made. It happens. And then, like, there's literally nothing too spectacular about this guy. I mean, I'm actually going to, like, I actually also put a spirit slayer on him because his one and only time you see him, he's trying to fight enemy servants. And you would think, well, if that's the case, then add fairies. Literally, he doesn't, like, no, just, you know, sure, he gets stronger the more you beat him up, and, like, the more, like, every time you beat him, sure, he gets stronger, quote, quote, but no, he really isn't. He's just, he's a punk. Oops. He's, no, I'm not too fond of this guy, and I think you probably have noticed that. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, that's, like, the best you could probably get with him. His Noble Phantasm, if only you could actually control the robot, which I wish there was an actual thing, because that actually sounds really badass to, you know, control the robot you see him play as. Then I would have put, like, the Supreme Strike on there to increase that power, but the Noble Phantasm is pretty much instant kill everything in the area, so it, and does a massive amount of damage anyways, so no. Now if we controlled it, oh yeah, I definitely would have, but the only other thing is he pretty much wants to be like, I don't really know the fine details about him, but I did want to increase attack power during Moondrive because his immense amount of power, I want to keep that up there. And yeah, and Moondrive also keeps and well rounds it out. I will put a magic resistance on him because his one and only bonus, which is still like EX high, but still, it's always fun to put, like, just in case, because people hit me with magic shit all the time, especially when, like, yeah, fire damage and all that other stuff that they do throw out, which is a very common thing. This is just like a well-rounded. I'm also going to put Obstinate on him to keep, like, we upped his power, and now I'm upping his defense. Although he only fought heroes once, I mean, and, like, throughout the thing, like, he only comes out to fight enemies, like, heroes. It's ultimately a useless skill on him. I will put Imperial Ruler because he is of the ruler class. And we have two skills that do have area effects. And then we're actually going to go and just put on a independent action, which extends the drive time. And that's the extent of his no double skill build. Like, that's woohoo, that's the extent of what he has. And let's, yeah, there we go, just to save it, just in case anything happens. Now what I'm going to do for the double skill build is, I am going to first find the double skills. I'm actually going to remove the Obstinate and put on the anti-hero Obstinate variation because it's stronger in, like, every way, and then just is a bonus, plus his better defense against spirits, because he did only go up against spirits, like, enemy servants, like, literally that's just, like, the only time you get to see him at all. I would have put it in without the double skill build, but, you know, trying to keep that, you know, trying to keep his, like, the Guardian of the Moon and independent action together to increase the time and to add up a better damage during it, so you gain more damage and defense for a longer extended time, much like that robot that only stays out a limited amount of time. That's pretty much the extent of that guy, or that skill. So I'm just like, you know what, why not, when I did that. And then I'm like, okay, what else could I do? He has no rider class skills. His Lancer, there's no point to it. Like, most of these double skills have nothing too spectacular to them. Sure, you could be like, well, you could add in a Saber, but there's no point. Like, literally, there's no point. Everything, like, all these double skills are practically useless for this guy. And that's why these guides are up, is people probably would have just spammed off these skills, but it's like, what are you gonna put on a guy so bland and useless? Like, he is by far, if it wasn't for the fact that I really dislike Rias, he probably would by far be the worst servant, I would say, in my opinion, based off of how bland and useless this guy is. But because I don't want to just leave it off, like, I'm like, you know what, because of how everything was, I'm like, I'm not gonna leave it like this, because this is just ultimately asking for just, here, just spank me, just beat the shit out of me. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, let's just, you know, keep those bonuses, like the 10%, 5% down, let's just leave it like that. I actually decided to go and add in the magic resistance of just a magic resistance. It didn't really matter what type of magic resistance. I also did add a mana, a mana recurve and a independent action to increase that, but besides that, there's not really too much to add here, because that's how he is. He's nothing too special, and it's like, it was kind of disappointing for the big boss to be so lame, actually. It was really disappointing to see. So we have like a 15, a 20, and unfortunately our thing doesn't get a bonus. So that's the extent of the install skills. Sure, he has so much power and defense, but it's useless if you don't have nothing good to go with him. So here is the only thing. I mean, he's big, he's a big guy, I'll give him, but this is his original outfit, what we see him in the cutscene, like the opening cutscene, and like, yeah, that's what we see him in. And as you can see, it's his thing called golden armor, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Even though if you look at it, it looks fucking orange. That don't look gold, that looks orange. That looks like a metallic orange dude. The hero, which is literally just them making fun of this guy, which he looks stupid as hell, and this guy looks like he's supposed to be super muscular, but literally I think that's just the costume. Like, this looks like some stupid cosplay that he failed with. Like, holy shit, this guy looks stupid. And I think his personal best outfit, the formal royal, which, hey dude, let me just point out, that looks more gold than the armor he had on. Look at that, that looks actual gold. Like, see the difference? Sure, that looks a little more that's more bronze, but it's more gold than that fucking gold armor he had on. Holy shit, this is his best outfit. Like, honestly, this is by far the best outfit he could wear. It's one where he actually looks like he's, you know, of high power. As of Mystic Codes, this was actually really easy to figure out. I just added the Spirit Stone. I mean, sure, you could have went with the Scepter of the Moon or like the Prism of Obliteration, which I thought wasn't too bad, but I'm like, the names sound cool, and they sound like it's more of something that's more tailored to like him, but it's like they don't match him very much compared to the Spirit Stone, which is just again is just a well balanced, and it's just all around, like it's an all around thing, like that's it. And although he don't have no defense to him, I mean, or no healing items under that. That's just what it is. So he's very useless. Hey, dude, how would you take notes from her? She's a really good ruler, like, much better than your ass is. Like, come on. Like, you got good, you got good. Like, literally, that's how damn bad it's. Like, sure, they boost him up like he's so damn good, being that there's the servant you play as, plus the 3 servants, like the original 3 servants you start the game off with, and you have to go through the game or fight him with that, but let's be honest, really, they ain't nothing. And if I had to run up these stairs in real life, I would be puking after this. Although I could probably easily jump up them, but still. Hot damn, this guy's useless. Alright, so here is his Rejoice in the Heavens, where it just blows everything up. Fairly powerful, and because Tomino's with me, I think that's why my thing's going and coming back. It's always just fun to blow shit up, by the way. Here is his Imperfect, where he grabs yet, like, the 2 arms you have on. I call them swords, I don't know why. Shows how much I care. His area restriction is just literally the area in front of you, which I wrote that like you were to hit that area and then wham. That's literally what I chose that for. What I do like about that move is not the area you're in, is the area in front of you. Although it's a small area, it's big enough to go and make sure your blast is big enough to avoid it. Shut up, dude. And I just decided to go and do a boss fight with him because, yeah, like, this is like the only time you actually get to see him in the game, like, at all. So, yeah. And the arms you see right in front of him, right there, that is actually the, from the, sprites you've seen, those are like, that's what he's using, is those arms. And the Return to the Guardian is where he just launches the cannon, like, that we were supposed to see on the wall. But, like, it's these pillars, and it launches up, you know, and cannons come out of them and launch up. It's just, the dude had to destroy it. And, well, I guess I'm doing, like, a tutorial of how to beat the boss, too, while using the big boss. Kind of ironic if you ask, or if you think about it. Could you get the hell out of my way? His Noble Phantasm is just a giant explosion. Like, that's all this guy is to try to look fancy and woohoo. Like, his sole purpose is to just be flashy, blow shit up. This guy's actually really pathetic. Despite all his power, he's not really doing him too good. And actually, I expect, like, this is one of the very few times where, you know, I could probably ensure you, I'm probably guaranteeing you I'm losing in the online battle. Like, I don't care who my opponent is, I almost guarantee you I'm probably gonna lose. Because he's so, there's nothing too spectacular about him. No matter how I built him, he never really turned out to be very good. Okay, that's the same shit we were just saying. How special. Like, that's the extent of the fight. Like I said, we don't even see him in person. It is until the very end. Oh, I got a Saber's Talisman off that. Am I supposed to be jumping with joy? Come on. Oh, and yay, I acquired some new shit. Look at me. Like, that's how bad the guy is. It's literally, that's the extent of the big boss fight. Like, in order to beat the game originally, that's what you had to do. Fuck off. No, I don't want to save my current progress. Fuck you. Like, that's the extent of the original story. Like, in order to unlock the bottom 7 levels, I forgot the word, I want to say days because it said days. You need to go through one of these pathways. Like, it don't matter how you had to do it, but I just chose number 18 because why not? But that's the extent of that boss fight. Only until the level 27 is when you finally get to see the guy in action. That, hell, even in the extra battles, it says that he's the final boss, but it's much like the boss fight we just seen. Yeah, only at the 3rd route do you get to fight him himself. Then the the only time you get to fight him and him alone is under the Royal Fax Army, which is where it's literally just him himself. Very disappointing. For the big boss, you would expect more encounters, especially with 3 different routes to go through. You would think they would have done something different on each route. No, instead they just kind of said fuck you to it. So let's quick match this. Find no one is there. Figured that much. Custom match. Search for a room. Find that I'm probably having Soul waiting for me just to kick my ass. Oh shit. Well, if I'm not mistaken, hopefully that's not my actual... Oh, thank goodness. I was gonna be throwing a bitch fit if it was Elizabeth I was fighting. I would have been pissed. There he is. Alright, so here we got, like, for the online portion of fighting as him, which I still don't recommend doing, I am still gonna do the imperfect because that is a fairly efficient attack and he's still fairly efficient with it. It may not be the best item to have with you, but it's still better than nothing. Like, pretty much I'm just gonna copy the same moveset. Who am I kidding? Like, I just found that to be the most useful. These burst attacks, there's something, but yeah, not really. I mean, they're more useful than some of the other things I've seen. And then, yeah. That's how bad he is. Online, there's no difference between them. And honestly, I don't even think he's worth the, oops. I don't even think he's worth the, oh, fuck you guys. You guys could have his full name, but not Pendragon's. Up yours. Although I can understand why, but still. That's stupid. Alright, so for his online portion of the fight, I am going to give him a ruler. I'm also going to give him a saber. Actually, I'm going to change something about his active skill set. It just dawned on me it would probably be more efficient to keep him up close and personal. Because online, I'm like, you know what? Because of how I don't know very much, sure, this is a good for online or offline battles, but online, most of the time it's in-your-face battle, and I just kind of space that while making his. I'm going to actually have his other close range attack. I also am doing this online instead of offline to simplify the thing. So we got ourselves 2 close range attacks and then 2 area actions. So that will go on tremendous, so that I could use both saber and the ruler, and that will be less space taken up for that. And besides that, we're going to take the anti-hero and obstinate to keep him well powered, but for offline or online, we're going to just add ourselves a martial blessing, the spirits. We will go and take Guardian of the Moon, and we're just going to take the natural body just in case, because his stuff does take a few seconds to load. Like his is just a fairly simple yet and bland. Pretty much exactly how he is. And then his items is just gonna be the ceremonial Sword of War to make it easier. And you know, I should have seen that one coming. Just because this creates things a whole lot easier and simpler for everyone. And since he's such a simple character, yeah. Would you shut up? You sound stupid. See, even he sounds better than you do. I'm trying to figure this one out. Oh, fuck him. I was hoping for a good opponent, or a good partner. Not that trash. So we got two decent people on my team, and then just two characters that's complete garbage. Okay, thank you. I wonder how these characters were picked. Luckily though, not tomorrow, but on Saturday. Actually, I don't have school Friday, so I might come out with a guide tomorrow as well. So, woohoo on that. Oh, he still chose the basic gear for him. Man, that's slow. Look at how slow he's also very slow at delivering his attack. Despite having so much power and defense, he still went down really easily. I definitely do not recommend playing as him at all because of his... Just because he's flavorless. He's like a bag of chips that you don't really want. A bag of chips that you actually want to give away for once. Get him away. Like he's all talk, no bite. Or all bark, no bite. Despite having a 1785, I do believe, on his attack and defense, he's so slow. That too, like, you can't, you know, if you are too slow, like, your power and defense ain't gonna mean nothing. For him being the final boss, he really got his ass handed to him, like, really quickly. Oh. That was the wrong second stage. My point. This guy is the epitome of trash. And what's funny is he has a master. I don't even, like, if I'm not mistaken, ruler class servants don't get masters. Sure, his skills are like basically powerful, but like most of his skills are very slow to use. Very slow to use. He himself at attacking, you could just see he's slow. If this is the case, you might as well use his slow or his heavy attacks if you're gonna be slow. And that actually has a greater range than his basic attack. Even him running, you can see he's slow. Ah, damn, I'm pretty sure the others will be able to pass him up easily. I don't care. Hell, Darius the Third could pass him up, and that guy is huge. I mean, like, he is huge. I activated that move way before that, before Soul came around. Bitch, please. Yeet at me. He really does need speed. Like, that is why I chose the ceremonial sword. Is to increase his power, but most importantly, increase his speed. Hot damn, he's slow. Like, in everything he does, he is too slow. He is slow, bland, and quite ineffective. Although powerful he may be, not everything is decided via power. His only two redeeming features is the fact he can blow shit up. He's there to look flashy, that's about it. God damn, this is a fight I am not gonna win. Oh shit. I told you, I do not expect to win this fight at all. Get up. Where's the... oh, it's still there. Shit. The only thing, where is... do I not have a... that's like the only thing. Okay, thank you. That is something I will get. If I am going to lose, I am at least going to demonstrate the noble phantasm, damn it. Oh, damn, this guy sucks. Damn! I got you just straight up no. You know, that's kind of ironic that both of us got ace. Both Charlie and Rex got the ace, being like the same person. Hot damn. I know I bitched a lot about how bad Rios is, and sure I don't like the guy, but hot damn, you can't be worse than this guy. Now I can see why, you know, I beat the guy playing as him. Like, shit, dude. This guy sucks. Like, beyond sucks. And despite what I can go and learn from him, you can't learn something from somebody when they... you can't learn when they... or get better at somebody when that character sucks. Like, holy shit. And if I'm not mistaken, this is actually one of the very few times where I'm actually going to go into the rankings. That's how bad he is. He's not even on the fucking top of the board. Like, actually, he's nowhere to be seen in the top rankings. Huh. You mean somebody was actually stupid enough to waste $10 to buy the fucking character? Wow. Never mind, multiple people are. Okay. You guys are stupid. A lot of you are. In the top 100, I've only seen one of the top 100 people playing as Rex. That is sad. When the final boss of the game was overlooked by everyone until the very bottom of the list he's number 92 of the top 100. That's how much people care about this guy. That's how good he is nobody wants to play as the final boss. And usually people enjoy playing as the final boss, actually. I think I've seen a video, like, some list, like, statistics, you know, showing, like, the final boss of games is, like, why some people why they like to, like, beat the game. And, you know, like, I looked at sales, because as of recent, some games, like the Injustice 2, you are allowed to play and fight with the Injustice 2, they allow you to straight up buy the final boss. And there was, like, of everyone who played the game, a lot of people bought off the final boss instead of playing it, just to get the character in the gear. And it's not only that, like, a lot of games that sell off the final boss, the studies and the average of the amount of people I have seen buy the game, like, from the, you know, statistics and stuff, a good 72.96 of the people bought the DLC character, like the boss, just to play as him, over going through the game to unlock him. They bought him. 72.96 people decided to buy the boss instead of play the game to get him. But in this case, nobody wants to play as the boss here. Now I can understand everything. Shit, I'd much rather take that $10 and buy that broken DLC character instead of him. Hot damn, I could keep making fun of this guy all day. Like, holy schnitzel. That's how bad he is. And of the top 100, he's only, what, 96? What, no, 92 of 96, and you see him up there only once. Like, only once. It's bad how the broken $10 DLC character is up there significantly more than he is. Well, I understand people play their favorites, but hot damn, when 92 point, like, not 92, like, when 72.96 people buy out the final boss just to play as him, but in this case, nobody wants it. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to make fun of that. Like, come on. Hot damn, that is bad. Hey, look at me, I'm number 415. Look at that. If only I played this more, or the online variation more. Yeah, that would help a lot. Maybe I might play this more just so I can become number 100. I want to be on the board now. Yeah, I'm gonna actually start playing this maybe. Possibly. More online. Who knows? But then again, getting your ass handed to you by a soul warrior all the time don't help. Just saying. But yeah, that was the big bad boss of the game, and as you've seen, he is not impressive at all, and I can understand why I never see anyone play as him, and why only one of 100 people on that on the leaderboard decide to play as him. One of 100 decide to play as this guy. I could see why nobody does now. And the guy I seen playing as him online, now I can see why he got his ass handed to him. Oh, you guys use the same character for the ranking list? Oh, fuck that. Never mind. I don't got enough time for that. After thinking about it, I probably would be higher than I am if I stuck with one character. No, fuck the ranking board. Never mind. But yeah, guys, that was the final boss of the game, and I know you didn't get to see the Noble Phantasm, and I'll probably try to play as this guy more when I have like a partner that could carry his ass, but as you can see, he's definitely not fan favorite and easily went down. Like, I could understand why nobody likes playing as this guy. And it's been a long time and I kind of forgot, I'll give you, but shit, man. Even my notes are so vague on him. That is bad. When a guy who paid attention to so many details about this, and he couldn't find nothing. That is sad. Like, really, really, really sad. Kinda disappointing. But anyways, tomorrow I will see about getting our next servant guide up and running. And then after that, we will have only one more, and then we are done with these guides. So the goal is to try to guarantee you guys another guide on Saturday, guaranteed. But I could guarantee Saturday the odds are we'll have another guide up. And tomorrow we might have that. So Saturday may be the last guide we'll ever have for this game. But after that, after all the characters have been covered, I'll be more than happy to just continue playing like PvP battles and stuff like that. But after I get the final servant guide done, I'm gonna go do the makeup guide like right afterwards, and then the servants you never got to see played online, they're gonna be placed into a match, fought with, and then probably just gonna, from there, whenever I play this game, it's just to go and play it with just online for funsies, because that is fun to play online, and hopefully we could get some more people up, get a good group going, instead of just like a 1v1 contest or whatever, because, we see how far I get with this one. I get my ass handed to me all the time here. Yeah, definitely. But hopefully we can get some good people when that happens. But until then, I may see everyone on the next and tomorrow for the next guide. But if not, I'll see you guys Saturday, almost guaranteed. This has been Retro, and My goodness, I am glad. Actually, I am sick of seeing this guy's ugly face. Okay, who's my next servant? You're the next one. Fuck it, I'd much rather look at him and then the other guy, which is actually kind of entertaining or kind of cool to see a black guy in a anime. Like, you don't see that too much, especially in Fate. You don't ever really see that, so cool, I guess. So yeah, yep, I'll see you guys in the next guide, maybe tomorrow, but almost guaranteed Saturday. So this has been Retro. I almost guarantee you probably learned something in this guy, because nobody plays as this guy, but I would not be shocked if I don't see him in any PvP from now on. And actually, I expect this guy to be the lowest in all this, like, in all my videos views. I guarantee this is probably going to be the one guy to have the least amount of views, and if he gets the most, I'm going to be downright pissed. Like, downright. There's no substituting this guy at all. Like, no. Just don't even waste your time. I will purposely, like, this, if this gets anywhere close to being my top list, I'm gonna fucking private this thing. No one is gonna watch this enough to make this my top viewed guide. Fuck this guy and fuck everything he stands for.